Why did we go through this case study? Because this case study gives us a guidance as to how to choose a market, right? Because you can't assume that every market is same. You can't say that okay, America and Japan are same, so let's sell the same stuff in both the countries. Likewise, you cannot say that okay, India and USA are same, so let's sell the same stuff in both the countries. Every market needs a detailed attention. First, you need to understand the market dynamics, what kind of customers a particular market has, what are their requirements, what are their characteristics. Based on that, you decide who do you want to sell the car to or any product. So, what is a target market or what is target marketing? Let's look into the definition first. A target market is a group of customers a business has decided to aim its marketing efforts and ultimately its merchandise towards them. A well defined target market is the first element of a marketing strategy. So, who do you want to sell your products to? That's what the concept of target marketing focuses on. Who do you want to sell your product? So that's the question which you need to answer. Now, when it comes to who do you want to sell the products to, obviously you want to sell your product to a certain group of customers. So from that perspective, you have options here. First, you have selective marketing. This is also known as differentiated marketing, in which the marketer is very particular about the potential customers to whom the products you want to sell. So here he has clearly identified who are his customers. How many of you remember a channel called News9? A Bangalore-based channel called News9. It is one of the channels run by the TV9 network. News9. Now, this News9 channel is basically an English channel, but there are already so many English channels that are available on television. What's the difference between the so-called Bangalore-based News9 and how would you differentiate with other national news channels? The answer is Bangalore being a cosmopolitan city, there are people who don't understand the language of the city, the language of the land, Kannada, right? Because you have so many people. This Bangalore in itself is like a mini India. You have people across states, union territories who come and stay here for various reasons. So obviously the localites are well acquainted with local languages. In fact, Bangalore is one of those unique cities in which people know more than 2 to 3 languages because of its cosmopolitan culture. People know here Tamil, people know here Kannada and English, Hindi. Definitely, on an average, an individual knows 2 to 3 languages. That's a good thing about it. But by and large, unfortunately, people who come from other states, it's quite obvious that they will not understand Kannada. But they still want to know what is happening in the city, what is going on in the city. But unfortunately, they don't have a specific TV channel which can show the local news in English language. That was the gap. That is what you have to do as a marketer. You should find out where is the gap. And TV9 launched its English news channel called News9, which will show all the events and happenings, all the news and events of the city, Bangalore, of the state in English language. So look at the segment, look at the market. Look at the market, what they have chosen, right? So who are the customers? Who are the target customers? Non Kannada speaking population who want to know news and events of the city in English language. That's the category of customer what they had chosen. So they were very clear who they wanted to target. So that is called differentiated marketing or selective marketing, in which you have already identified who are you going to sell, and that customer characteristics are well defined. The way I gave you an example here, and then you have mass marketing. In mass marketing is totally opposite to differentiated marketing. In differentiated marketing, you have carefully chosen who do you want to sell, but here you don't have to choose it actually. This is a strategy in which you offer a single product for the entire market, right? So for everybody, this is for everybody. So I don't have any select customers. Now you might be wondering, how is it possible? The answer is why not? When I say I want to sell a toothpaste is for everybody. It's a mass marketing product. But if you want to sell if you want to sell a soap, it's a mass marketing product. Everybody are your customers. Let's say you want to sell salt, cooking salt. In cooking salt, can you make categories? No, I want to sell only to educated women. No, I want to sell only to those bachelors who prepare food at home. No, I want to sell this salt only to married couples. Can you do categorize market like this when you're selling a product like salt? The answer is salt is for everybody. It's a mass marketing product. So you don't have to do categorization in this. So certain products, their nature is like that, that it becomes a mass marketing product by default. You don't have to bother about who do you want to sell it to. You can sell it to anybody and everybody. As simple as that. So when you're selling salt, you don't have to decide who your customer will be, right? By default, all are your customers. So that is what happens in case of mass marketing products. You're not actually identifying who do you want to sell your product exactly to. And then you have single segment targeting, also known as concentrated marketing. So what exactly happens in this concentrated marketing? Now, for example, Kellogg's. Now, Kellogg's products like your cereal, your convenience food is primarily focused on the customers who are very committed towards health, nutrition, and focus on high quality of life. So what happens here in this case is Kellogg's, being one of the largest producer of cereal in the world, it has made a regular feature that their consumers should get the so-called health driven, health focused breakfast. So this is called a single segment targeting that focuses on a single market coverage strategy wherein a product is developed and marketed as a well defined, specific, and to a very narrow consumer group. So this is a product which is crafted only to a, you know, specific category of people who have specific needs. So this is what happens in case of concentrated marketing. And then you have product specialization. So in order to stay focused in the competitive market, sometimes it is better you come up with a product which in itself is quite unique. So in this product, the focus is that you should come up with a unique category of product that specialization should be focused on one aspect, right? For example, if you could recall, earlier we had a couple of TV channels that were showcasing nothing but except cricket. You don't get to watch anything except cricket on them. How many of you remember Neo Sports? Neo Sports. So Neo Sports is a very good example of product specialization. And in a country like India, that is what people want. People here don't want to watch anything except for cricket by and large. Okay? Cricket is very popular here. Other sports do exist. We can't undermine them, but yes, cricket is there's nothing the popularity of cricket, no other sports can beat. So why not offer this segment? Why not become a specialist? Right? One product category, but you become an expert in that. And since you are expert in that, people who believe in that product will buy only from you. So people in India like sports, and you're also offering sports. By default, automatically the match is done because initially I made a statement that your segment, what you're offering, and to whom you're offering should match. Here by default, this seems to be a match made in heaven. You are offering cricket in India. This seems to be a perfect match. So this is called product specialization, right? So this is the other way of marketing the product.